What a great day for Princeton women's basketball. This is awesome. Thank you guys for all being here today. Um, I think I want to thank all obviously the candidates who applied for this position. We had a tremendous depth of tremendous talent looking at this position. It's obviously a great job. I also wanted to really thank the search committee for helping me through this process and helping me select Coach Berube. I think the feedback and the research and the advice that I got throughout the process was invaluable, and we're always really truly grateful for the people who help us in that process. I think the thing that you guys all know, that hiring coaches is really the most important thing we do. And so we spend a significant amount of time trying to find the right coaches for our program. I wanted to touch just really briefly on the things that we look for when we set out to hire a new coach. I think being a head coach is like being a CEO of any corporation or any organization. You really have to be good at all aspects of the job. So specifically, I think we were looking for someone who's really focused on the holistic student athlete development. That's really core to our mission. We were looking for someone who really understands Princeton and understands our mission, as you see all over our facilities, of education through athletics. We were looking for someone who's successfully coached at a high academic institution and really understands the demands and that sort of strive and a dedication to having our student athletes fulfill their academic potential and their athletic potential. And it's really not even so much of a balance as it is really trying to reach that peak potential in both. I think we were clearly looking for an experienced and a highly competitive coach who knows how to get the most out of their student athletes. We wanted to get a great recruiter. Recruiting is critical to find the right kids who can meet the academic requirements and excel here academically, really are driven athletically, but also have the best character and really understand the values and the missions of the department and the university. And lastly, I think we wanted a proven winner. We win a lot here at Princeton, and we wanted someone who knows how to win in tight situations. And so that's really what we set out to find. And I have to say, we feel so fortunate that we found what we were looking for in Coach Berube. She has a tremendous track record. I'm sure you've all read her resume. I'm sure you've seen the bio and the press release. The accomplishments at Tufts and throughout her career as a national champion player are pretty unprecedented and really remarkable. Also as a coach with USA Basketball and the tremendous success she had there. But I think the stats and the accomplishments are really only part of this. And, we as we said, we spent a lot of time getting to know Carla during the process, talking to people who know her the best. And the superlatives and the sort of enthusiasm from the people that she's worked most closely with really could fill a room. And we were just so impressed by what we heard. And we're really thrilled that she's going to take on this program. The program and our student athletes within this program at this point are truly remarkable. I think Coach Banghart just did an amazing job growing the program to the point where it is right now, and she's inherited just one of our very, very best and top programs. And so we're looking forward to Coach Berube building off of that success that we've had and really taking our program even to the next level. Our student athletes are remarkable, and I've been saying that to Coach Berube all that she's met a lot of them at this point, but they are among our very, very best on campus. And so we're just thrilled to welcome Coach Berube and her wife, Meg, and their 3 little children, and to part of our Princeton family. So I'll turn it over to you, Coach.
That was really awesome. This is a great day. Again, I've said this before, this is an unbelievable opportunity. I'm thrilled to be the new women's basketball coach here at Princeton, thanks to Molly and the search committee throughout the whole process to trust me with the reins of this program, this exceptional team, and just this unparalleled sort of opportunity here. Looking forward to building on the success. Coach Banghart did an unbelievable job. She's made Princeton into a perennial Ivy League contender, and also a strong, established program across the country. I'm excited to build on that. To continue to be a force both on the court, in the classroom, and in the community. While doing my research about Princeton athletics, I was drawn to education through athletics, and the values and philosophies, they were right in line with mine. I've gotten to know some of the Tigers already, working camp already this past couple weekends. Talked to many of them on the phone, and they're actually all over the world right now. These exceptional student athletes are studying abroad right now, but the ones that I've been able to talk to and met are incredible. They're exceptional people, and I cannot wait to get started with them. I'm also excited for getting to know the Princeton community, the alumni, the fans and supporters of the program. I think that's why this program has been so strong for so many years, and excited to get to know everybody that's a part of this program. It took a really special place and a special community for me to leave Tufts. 17 years there. I grew personally and professionally, and it was an incredible ride as a jumbo. So thank you to my current players that were so supportive of this move, and the alumni, John Morris, my athletic director there, the coaches. It was an incredible ride there. But looking forward to this journey. Looking forward to getting my wife and our 3 kids down here permanently. Already it's been such a just a warm experience from my interview a few weeks ago to just the couple weeks I've been here. Just a really warm atmosphere, welcome to me, and I know that we can keep building on the successes here.
Awesome. Now we will open it up to questions. Just for your first question, just introduce who you are, just so Coach Berube will know who you are going forward, and then we'll open it up to questions now.
Yep. Kyle Franco with the Trentonian. Do you approach this job any differently, being that I think the perception is it's a win now job, and the expectation is to win an Ivy League title next year. So how do you approach that as opposed to maybe a job where you would have multiple years to sort of build and bring your players in?
Well, there's a nice blueprint here for success and a really great team that I'm inheriting. So I just know how to win, and I'm very competitive. We are gonna, we're gonna play the style that fits to the personnel that we have, but also to who I am as a coach, and it's been successful for a number of years now. So finding that balance of both, and I think there's a great returning group coming back, and then also a great incoming freshman class. So want to win, so we'll just keep on doing it.
Bill Alden with the Town Topics. You talked about inheriting a great group. Just what stands out when you look at that group? What do you see as the strengths of the team that you are taking over?
Yeah, there's a lot of talent, but you also see how hard they work. Right, these are driven student athletes, both in the classroom and on the court, and you can see that during games. And I've been able to watch several games from this past season and from the season before, and excited, and I've watched Bella through USA Basketball quite a bit, so she's a very, very talented player, but she's got a great group around her as well, and so we'll tap into all the talent that we have, and we're going to play hard for 40 minutes and use the depth that we have, and excited about the personnel, but excited about the chemistry that we're going to form with 4 new players, and Abby will be back as well, so it's exciting. They're looking forward to this new journey as well.
Brett Tomlinson from the Princeton Alumni Weekly. Just in your background, when did you decide that you wanted to be a coach, and how has the experience, the career kind of compared to what you envisioned?
Yeah. If you ask my college coach, he can't believe I became a coach because I was really shy and quiet throughout college. And then I was living out in California after I stopped playing and was not in coaching or part of basketball at all, and I really, really missed it. So I did some volunteering at Cal Poly San Luis Obispo and fell in love with it. Fell in love with the on-court coaching to the building of relationships with the players. It felt great giving back to women's basketball, and I had such an incredible experience in my 4 years at UConn that I wanted to share in that with other young women, and then got into coaching at Providence College. Did that for 2 years, and then fell in love with the NESCAC in Division III, and that great balance of students and athletes, and yeah, was there for 17 years, and love all parts of coaching, from the recruiting to the relationships with alumni, to the just on court with the players, to the behind the scenes X's and O's with my staff, to watching film. It's been my passion, and looking forward to to bringing that here to Princeton.
Will there be any sort of adjustment period for you going from Division III to Division I?
Yeah, for sure. And it's an adjustment to, going from Tufts University to Princeton University. I've got a lot to learn. But I think there's so many people here that are willing to help out in this transition, and so many great coaches I've met in the last few weeks, to people in admissions, to across the board. So I think that's going to be a big transition. The academic piece is sort of recruiting the same kind of driven student athletes with the same requirements academically. Will be out more recruiting wise probably than I was at Tufts, but excited about the ability to cast a bigger net across the country and maybe across the globe. So yeah, I mean, there's with any new job there's some differences in transition, but this one just felt right, and it felt like a next step.
How about your USA basketball experience? How has that helped you? What do you think you can apply from that to this job?
Yeah, I learned a lot with USA basketball, and was able to coach a next level athlete too, which was exciting, and learned from a couple other great coaches. Steve Gomez is the head coach at Lubbock Christian. They're D2 national champions this past year. And yeah, I mean, it was incredible to take a group that you only had for 2 weeks to practice with, and then go and try to win a World Cup against, other countries that, they're practicing all year round with. And it's about, just developing those relationships. Those kids needed to buy in right away and develop great chemistry among themselves. And it was an incredible and unique experience for sure.
Coach Matt Ward from Store Central. Hi, Coach. It was just about recruiting, since I know you're probably getting ready to leave in a couple of weeks for a long month. You were able to, I saw your Tufts teams play, and you had a lot of high-level kids on those teams. A lot of kids with some Division I offers. So what are some characteristics that you look for in your recruiting there that you're going to carry over here?
Yeah, passionate basketball players that have a high motor on the floor, on both ends of the floor. The defensive part is really important to me. They're not taking plays off on that end of the floor. To players that are versatile too, offensively, that can score in a number of ways. Smart, disciplined, great teammates. Watching the bench as much as the court. And high-fiving their teammates and not getting down on themselves. Just players that you can see love the game and play hard and play with their teammates, and that have great skill sets offensively and defensively. And just finding those pieces that fit into a balanced great team: post players, guards, versatile guards, stretch fours. yeah, I'm excited to now represent, Princeton on, in July and getting the word out.
Molly, when you were going through the search process, what did you feel like the perception of this job was, and how much, I know you didn't hire the previous coach, but how much do you think it's changed over the last handful of years?
Yeah, I mean, I think that was a big factor in this too. I mean, the program is at a point where we're trying to win the Ivy League first and foremost, but we're also trying to be great nationally, as Carla said. And so I think that the perception is that Princeton's different. I think that's what we're trying to be with all of our programs, that we care deeply about winning the Ivy League and we work really hard to do so, but we also have aspirations beyond the Ivy League. And I think people felt that out there because of where we are in the NCAA right now and the success that we've had. This year we were so close to winning that first round game. Obviously 2 or 3 years ago we did, and I think there's only momentum to carry off of at this point. I think we can build upon that. So I think that's the perception out there, and I felt that through the search. And I think that's why Coach Berube was interested in this job. I mean, it took a little bit to pull her away from Tufts. She did a phenomenal job there, and they love her there, and it had to be a special opportunity, and we knew that from the beginning.
Yeah, Carla, Mel Greenberg.
Yeah.
You mentioned your college coach. Sure, you ran your desire quickly behind him. What was his reaction to this job?
I talked to him right away when this job opened up, and the first thing he said was, "That's perfect. That's that would be the next best place to be, and you're ready for it. Let's go." And actually, he called Molly soon after, and so he was.
I think the first day the job was posted. My assistant said, "Gino Ariamo just called you." I was like, okay. I'll call him back.
You take that call?
Yeah, I'll take that call.
But so supportive over the years, and he's been just someone that I've always gone to with anything. He was a big help with USA Basketball as well, and I appreciate all of his support.
How would you say he's influenced your coaching approach? I mean, what kind of things have you taken from him?
I kind of do this a little bit. Yeah, I mean, you're a product of your environment, and I took so much from what I learned there. Just how driven you need to be and how hard you need to work, and in practice there, you cannot take seconds off, right? You need to be so laser focused, but also a lot of things off the court too. I learned from him, and how important relationships are off the court, and he gets the most out of his players. You go in there thinking you can do this, and then he takes you to here. And I hope that I do that with my players as well, and push them past the limits they might have set for themselves, and both as teammates, but as players on the court. And but we're also going to have a really great experience doing this. And I left after 4 years there, feeling like that was, the best 4 years of my life. It still is. I mean, 3 kids too is great, and a wife and all that. But, like just that college experience is so amazing. And so that's why I do this, is, being a mentor and a role model for these young women, and, trying to get the most out of them, and be there for them in any way they need. And let's have a successful, program and team, and a fun time.
Any chance you get them on the schedule?
We'll think about it. Think about it.
He told me a great story about how he drew up the last play to get the ball in Carla's hand. Were you a sophomore? Or,
Yeah.
At the national championship game, and how he designed the play about getting her the ball, knowing that she was going to get fouled because he knew that she would come through, and that she had ice water in her veins and was as calm and as collected as any player. And you made both free throws, I think.
I felt like the game was already over. So those free throws were.
It was easy, right?
It was easy.
Yeah.
Coach, can you just talk a little bit about your defensive philosophy, because your teams at Tufts were consistently in the top 5
Yeah.
nationally, averaging, giving up 48, 49 points a game, which is crazy good. So what aspects of that do you plan on taking over?
Yeah. That's who I am. That's how we play defense. It's player to player, man to man, usually for 40 minutes. Sometimes it's full court, but usually just half court, picking up, putting the pressure on the ball handler to, getting in the passing lanes, just wreaking havoc and making it hard for our opponents to run what they want to run and set up what they want to do. And, we'll have ways to, defend ball screens and all off-ball screens in various ways. I'm big on communication. I think that's vital to successful defenses. So we're going to learn how to talk consistently throughout practice, whether they're on the sidelines or on the court. I think that translates really well onto the court in games. We just want to make sure our opponents, every shot is contested, that they're not getting easy second chance opportunities. So we get after it on that end because we think that it can lead to easy offense on the other end. And, we want to push it and play, fast if we can. I think we've got the athletes that can do that here, and, excited to watch more film and see, what our personnel can do on the offensive end. But defensively, it's probably going to stay pretty consistent. We'll have some other things as well, but that player-to-player defense is vital to my teams.